right, let's turn now to a current event happening next weekend on both sides of the river. Well, coming up, LeClaire and Port Byron are having their 3-day TugFest. Now, it's a weekend full of fun with a 5K, bags tournament, parade, and finally, that famous tug-of-war competition. And to complement all of this excitement, organizations like the Buffalo Bill Museum are hosting special events. And now it's why Rita Farrow, the executive director of the museum, joins us. How are you today, Rita?
Oh, I'm excellent. Yes, weather looks good. We're excited.
Well, first, tell me, to lay some groundwork, why is Buffalo Bill important to this area?
Buffalo Bill. He's quite a character. You know, this week it just so happens that the Association of Midwestern Museums is in town, and I just had the pleasure of taking 12 museum experts around our little museum, and we do an amazing job. We get 20,000 visitors a year. And he was, during his lifetime, the most famous person on the planet, Haley. The planet. He did that with no Facebook, no social media.
Wow.
I know. So we have a whole museum, not just dedicated to him, but because we sit right on the river in LeClaire, Iowa, we also do a wonderful job, I think, she said modestly, about life along the Mississippi and the early settlement. And we enjoy hosting the kids, and we get visitors from all over the world. It's kind of shocking, really.
Yes, right there, Lynn LeClaire, like you said.
Yep.
Well, tell me, next week we're talking about all these big events going on, and one of the big things that you guys have planned is a scavenger hunt. I mean, tell me about this.
We do. So this is, I don't know if they can get the shot or how this works.
There we go,
but
yeah.
We have, so the TugFest this year, their logo is the Pirates on the Mississippi.
Great.
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware, but we have one of the most valuable artifacts in the state of Iowa, which is the real last wooden-hulled towboat on the Mississippi River, the Lone Star. She has her own building. This little museum raised $1 million to build a building around her in 2009. So we're inviting the kids to come into the museum, and it's going to be kind of a interesting, I don't know if I could talk you into wearing an eye patch.
Oh,
no?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe the rest of the show.
So the kids will get an eye patch, and then they're gonna get a scavenger hunt, which has pictures of things for them to search for. And when they search, they'll get a little bag too when they walk into the museum.
Nice.
Notice the cowboy? Yeah, I sewed that, Haley. Seriously.
Look at that. That's
very
awesome.
impressive, I know.
I love it.
And there's 7 things for them to hunt for, and when they find the thing that is pictured, they look around and there will be, at some point, the TugFest logo on a container. And inside the container, then they have to put, poker chips. we wanted to call them doubloons, and then once they get the 7 things, then poker chips in their little bag, they bring it out to the desk, and then they get a gift.
And yes, you said this is for kids, and you have a special kids deal going on that weekend too, don't you? Or those few days?
With the other things going on at the museum, besides the scavenger hunt for TugFest, and that scavenger hunt is going to go on the entire month of August. And so it's hard because of the events. This week we got the British Car Show, next weekend TugFest, and then there's a Corvettes on the levee. So, but the museum is open 7 days a week. You can come anytime, whether or not we have parking. But we are also doing a pop-up Riveresta exhibit. And this, do you know Riveresta? How old are you, Haley?
That was what my
You're
next question was going to be. I'm maybe a little bit younger than Riveresta, but I want to hear more.
It was actually the beginnings. It was always called the Buffalo Bill Riveresta. And the programs from this event, which went on for over 50 years, and it was the first time they had carnival. When I was a kid, the Riveresta was the big thing. But these programs, they had Riveresta Queens, they had boat races, they had talent shows. It was really, so we have these programs at the museum. Oh good, they're putting some of those up there.
They are, look at those.
And people haven't seen them in 50 years. We have a huge collection. So we're putting a pop-up exhibit up, and it's gonna be up starting on August 9th, TugFest. But it will be up for 2 months, because we happen to have an area right now that's been all cleared out, getting ready for a new exhibit we're gonna launch in the fall. But these programs, the inside, people wrote history, there's tons of ads.
Wow.
LeClaire used to have a go-go dancing club.
Wow.
Now that's history, Haley, I'm telling you.
It is history. You got it all right there.
I know. So they'll get to actually sit at a table and they can look at these programs. There's going to be white gloves, because we have extras. I think that's going to be interesting. Yep, lots of people want to see themselves. Maybe they were the Riveresta Queen in 1956.
That would be great.
Or 41.
And tell me, you have a special
68.
You have a special guest on Saturday, am I right?
Yeah, well, yes, Saturday, Buffalo Bill is coming. We have an actual Buffalo Bill. It's going to be at the museum August 9th to shake hands with the kids, help with the scavenger hunt, and for photo ops. And we love having the children. We had 445 kindergartners in the museum in May. We have more coming in October. But we have remodeled our playroom. And that's another thing going on. On August 21st, we're going to have a soft opening, primarily with homeschoolers, and come in and see how it works. Because I don't know if we sent some pictures, but there's So it's all been redone, and it's kind of with a Western theme. So there's a bouncy horse and frontier logs. Do you remember those?
No.
God, how old are you? I feel like Doogie Howser is doing this interview.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot going on. So
We
we're
do.
excited for you to have a great, hopefully, next week, and appreciate you joining us today.
We're hopeful. Thanks again for asking me. I was delighted to be here. Yeah, everybody come on down to LeClaire. We're doing it. And we might win I think this year we're going to win the tug.
Perfect. We'll
No,
see,
that
right?
was sarcasm.
We'll see. Well, we can have more details on next weekend's TugFest and all these activities on our website. You can click on that As Seen on TV tab at WQAD.com.